So the first thing we have for you each is a small plaque, and it has both a GPS satellite and a terrestrial transmitter, because per your legislation, you need both in order to make sure that GPS signals and users are properly safeguarded. And we very much appreciate your bipartisan co-sponsorship of this important legislation.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We're going to take one picture of over here if y'all are ready.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3.
And the second thing we have for you is a little more whimsical. Since you're both interested in navigation now, we have 101-year-old GPS navigation devices for you. This is the American Practical Navigator. It was written by Nathaniel Bowditch of Salem, Massachusetts. He started out life as an indentured servant, taught himself Latin, Greek, and calculus, and he corrected the navigational tables of the day and developed a practical method of navigating for the first time, and bragged that he could teach anyone from the cook to the captain how to navigate. And we couldn't find one that was owned by someone in Texas, but yours was owned by a captain in New Bedford, Massachusetts.
New Bedford?
New Bedford.
You said Salem earlier.
Well, so Nathaniel Bowditch was from Salem.
From Salem.
This book was owned by a captain in New Bedford.
Beautiful.
So,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
so we thought you might, and then we have a little explanatory plaque to go with it if you want to display it in your office. So,
Thank you. Really thank you.
so
And when young people come by, they may say, "What is this?
what is that thing?
I don't know that I've ever
Pages, yeah. Pages you're supposed to be able to swipe. So again, for
Can you
C,
swipe left and right on this?
you can, but they don't go away.
I'm not sure you could teach everyone this. It just looks a little bit.
Well, back in the day, they had a longer attention span, I think.
Well, listen, I'll say if you look, this is a divided time. There's partisan division on practically everything. But it's nice to see there are areas we can come together and work together with bipartisan cooperation. In today's complex economy and life, we rely on GPS for practically everything, from the cell phones we carry in our pockets to navigation of ships and planes to law enforcement to national security. And right now, we're dependent on the GPS satellite system. If that were to go down, either due to hostile military efforts by an enemy taking out our satellites, or natural phenomena, something like solar flares that endangered the satellites, our economy and our national security are both vulnerable. And so Ed and I joined together with bipartisan cooperation to pass legislation mandating that the Department of Transportation study and implement a backup to GPS so that we're not vulnerable in the event of an attack or a natural disaster that could otherwise threaten our economy and threaten our safety and security.
So, Ted and I, Boston and Houston, Rice and MIT came together to make sure that in the same way that navigators in the past had the tools they needed for that era, that we would ensure that we would work together to make sure the 21st century had those same tools, and that's what GPS is all about, and GPS stands for a good political system that we put together and how we got it passed.
Excellent.
And you forgot the Rockets and the Celtics.
In the right.
Exactly.
So, thank you. Congratulations to
Thank
you
you,
guys.
sir. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your
thank you.
support. It's made a great difference to GPS signals and users to have this program in place.
Yeah, thank you.